If you're on your way to getting a new TV, I know that most likely what your two top concerns are size and price. And while those are super valid, there's one extra thing that I think most people forget to think about at all when shopping for a new TV. See, the whole kind of idea is to have a great visual experience, but when you're, for example, going to the movies, what other thing is great about the movies? The sound, right? And well, if you ever want to get close to great sound, the TV speakers alone are not going to cut it.
I mean, look at this. If you want a speaker to produce sound with actual impact, you have to have more depth than what a thin display can contain. That's why standalone speakers are boxy. You simply need depth to create deep, rich sound effects.
Whether or not you already do or don't have extra speakers that you could connect to your TV, well, your TV first of all has to even be compatible to accept connecting external speakers. And well, since you're about to go buy a new TV, you gotta make sure that the TV has those connections for external speakers, because you might assume that they're all gonna have that ability, but no.
Because see, when a TV is being made, leaving out any part is gonna save on the cost. And again, no one ever pays attention to the TV's connections until much later when you're trying to improve your TV's sound.
Too late do they find out that their TV doesn't have the appropriate ports for connecting external speakers. So let's quickly go over how you can make sure that the TV you're interested in will have the ports that it needs to connecting external speakers for much better sound. Alright, so first of all, if you're out there in the real world shopping, well, it may be hard to look behind the TV, right? So what else you could do is you could look at the TV box itself if you have it there, because unfortunately on the displays, they never mention what kind of audio ports it has. All they mention are the fancy display features, right? So look at the box if you can, or ask one of the sales associates, but they're probably just gonna look at the box as well. Now, if you're looking online, you could of course look at the audio features listed there if they have them, or click on the pictures to zoom in on the back of the TV. Now, what exactly are you even gonna be looking for? Well, you're gonna have several options here. Here's some of the ones that you wanna make sure your TV has. Now, it doesn't have to have all of them, as long as it has one of these here. Whether it's RCA, red and white ports.
Oh, sorry, I gotta interject here. I must say, if you see them next to a yellow port like this, they will not connect to external speakers. If you want to find out why, I made this whole other video for it right up here.
Or a single auxiliary port. It may also be labeled as a headphone jack, and that'll work just as well. The other option, which is much more common, is the optical option, which might also be labeled digital audio out or SPDIF or even Toslink. I think that's kind of on its way out. While it is still common, I think the one that's going to be the new standard is actually going to be HDMI ARC, which does look like a regular HDMI port, but it'll be labeled ARC. That means that you can go ahead and use that just for the audio. Now, here's the thing though. With the cable connected, you obviously want to connect that cable to your external sound system. And you got to make sure that your external sound system has that option available. In other words, can accept that cable connection. If it can't, thankfully, all you'll need is one of these audio converters. Now, here's the thing though. There's a lot of them out there, and there are two different kinds. And what you have to do is you have to make sure that you get the right kind. Here are the two different kinds. Digital to analog or analog to digital. So how are you supposed to know which one you need? Well, here on the left are all digital connections, and here on the right are all analog connections. What you have to do is, if your speaker and sound and TV system don't have the matching ones, then you can't just use a single cable. You'll need one of these converters to make the jump across either way. So have a look at how you need to mix and match, and then that's how you'll know that's the converter that you need. Okay, well, once you find your TV, if you need additional help, have a look at this playlist here, or just look through my channel. I have all the possible solutions for you to make your connection. All right, see you then. Oh, and also subscribe to stay in the loop for more technological, easy to understand solutions. See you then.